All right, guys, we have our first paid partnership video. We are bringing a Solana AI-based coin. And if you guys saw my Twitter DMs and the amount of partnership reach outs that we're getting, you'd be very excited by the amount of money that's being flooded into this market, because this is a real good indicator that we are heading up, because all these projects now have all this cash and they're all reaching out to influencers in order to pump up their tokens. We say no to almost every, like 99% of these tokens, and we only let 1% slip through. The ones, first of all, that can afford our fees, and second of all, that aren't going to be crazy Ponzi scams that absolutely crash. So before we get into this video, remember, I don't care if you go and buy this. We're partnered with them in order to show you the protocol. Your choice if you want to go buy a token like this. That's all I have to say. Let's jump in. Solana, massive narrative. The narrative of this cycle, I personally believe, and I'll show you how I'm putting my money where my mouth is in a second. It's absolutely pumped up. You guys saw FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried was calling this from jail at $10, at $7, when it was at almost the all-time, not the all-time low, but the low for the last few years. It's now pumped up past $200 US. People projecting, I saw Miles Deutsch's live the other day where they were projecting about $600 to $1,000 Solana this cycle. And I can understand why. If you have a look at DeFi Llama, which shows you all the decentralized blockchains and how many active addresses. Now, active addresses means they've been active in the last 24 hours. That's a tough criteria to have being active, and not just an address that you haven't used in about a week. You can see by far the most active addresses is Solana with 5.62 million, and meme coins are going crazy on Solana at the moment. I'm actually, personally, we're launching this later this month and I'm really excited for it. His name is Archie, and he's going to be the easiest way possible that you can buy crypto and sell crypto on the Solana blockchain. And I'm showing you this right now, is because we made the bet to develop it for Solana, because that's how much I think Solana is going to be the winning narrative in this bull market. And I'll have more on this upcoming this month, so stay tuned. We're very excited to bring Archie live to the people. We talk about Murad a lot on this channel, but in this one tweet here, he outlines what we also talk about in the crypto whip. So the higher the market cap of the token, something like Solana, which has a market cap of $123 billion, and say Miles Deutsch's prediction comes true and it hits the $600 level, that's a 3x on your money. However, if you go down the crypto whip into the lower market caps but more volatile assets in a bull market, because it's more volatile, it goes up further. In a bear market, it goes down further. But fingers crossed that this is the super cycle and these things go up further. You've got Popcat, you've got the token we're about to talk about in this video, you've got something like Skibidi Toilet, which we've talked about in this channel, and you've got the tiny microcap memes that are yet to really pop that will give you like that 100x. But the lower you go down this whip, the higher the volatility, the more potential returns. And so the token we're about to talk about is basically a play on Solana. If you think that AI is going to be big and you think Solana is going to be big, this token brings both of those worlds together. And this is what Murad was talking about. That's why I brought this tweet up in the first place. If you're bullish on Solana, you should be more bullish on WIF, which is a lower cap meme, a high cap meme, but a lower cap than Solana meme on Solana, if that makes sense to you. If you're bullish on WIF, you should be more bullish on PopCat, which once again is smaller than the WIF market cap. You can see this in the graph here. The lower the market cap, the more volatile the asset. In a bull market, it means the more profit. And if we go over to CoinMarketCap and we click on AI, which is the third, they've got memes, Solana ecosystem, and AI. They're the top three trending categories at the moment. And this is a Solana ecosystem and an AI token. So it has narratives behind it. You can see that we've had a little bit of a pop from 28 billion to 42 billion for the total market cap of all AI tokens combined. But if you think about, Doge has had a run up and it's now sitting at about a $60 billion market cap, and it went 20 billion in one day. You might think that this is a really small market cap for every single AI token to be totaling, because wow, Doge can go up half the market cap of AI. And if we scroll down here, I can show you that this token is further down the whip. So as you scroll down, the market caps get lower. There's our friend OXO. Descend that whip all the way down to here, the token we're going to be talking about today, TARS AI, with an $82 million market cap. And we'll get into the tokenomics at the end of the video. But the one thing that I personally like trading in these markets are narratives. It's not fundamental analysis, it's not technical analysis, and it's proven by this token here, PAL AI. This thing here, if we go market cap, it's had a pretty interesting day, and Don't say I didn't warn you against PAL AI. This is the one that I said I didn't love because I tested it out, but they've done some very interesting stuff with their tokenomics, and they're down to an $84 million market cap. They peaked up here, guys, at a $630 million market cap. And my point here is, tell me what PAL AI do. Go ahead. And if you know, congratulations to you. If you don't know, but you know of PAL and you've potentially even traded PAL, you'll know that everything in crypto is essentially a narrative trade. What is the story? And PAL is basically before today, the blue chip of an AI token in crypto. And AI is going to be massive. Crypto is going to be massive. Emerging market, that's a blue chip. That was the narrative behind PAL. The narrative behind TARS, which we're talking about today, is an AI token backed by Solana and partnered with Google. That is their play in this market. And so we're going to go into what they actually do, but I want you to focus more on the narrative, which is that, personally, this is why we took them as a partner. That's a really strong narrative to have. And you can see here they tweeted about their Google partnership. Earlier this year, TARS was accepted into the Google Startup Program. Some of our team members spent time with Google for 4 upcoming AI projects that will be released within the next 30 to 60 days. An entire AI product suite on an AI super app. Everything AI on Solana, powered by Google Cloud Infrastructure. Now, I did some background research here. I'm like, because I once had a business and we got reached out to by the Google Ads program, and they were giving us free ads credit in order to have ads, and then we had to pay a certain amount of ads to be in the Google partnership program. Apparently this isn't like that. Apparently this is actually difficult to get into, and a lot of companies apply for it. They're also backed by Solana, or the Solana Foundation. And the Solana Foundation is a non-profit foundation based in Zug, Switzerland, dedicated to the decentralization, adoption, and security of the Solana ecosystem. So they sponsor financially and help them, people logistically and even network-wise, people like TARS grow on their ecosystems in order to make Solana more profitable. And you can see Solana Foundation, everyone they've backed here. You can see the TARS protocol on the 25th of April was backed by the Solana Foundation. And more than that, the narrative continues because, one, these guys are really organized. Even the way they reached out for the partnership and the way they executed the partnership was efficient and really straight to the point. And it's like a real professional team behind them. And even though that's the stuff I love, let's get into what do TARS actually do. And so they say that they're the intersection of AI on Solana. Artificial intelligence is the next generation of human evolution and has now evolved into one of the largest tech sectors in the world in less than 2 years. They're talking since the advent of ChatGPT. As blockchains continue to gain global adoption from retail consumers, Solana stands concrete as a prime candidate to capitalize on consumer mindshare through mass distribution, ease of use, and immediate access. Again, they're betting on Solana. TARS aims to be the intersection for Solana and AI. It embraces with the most superior parts of Solana, and it combines it with paramount AI technology that is situated for multiple markets in almost every sector in the world. And so you can see down here, they say they're bringing AI to Solana for 1 million users. If you go to their Twitter, a couple of things you can notice, they have 194,000 followers, which is very impressive. And they got that nice gold tick, which to me carries a lot more weight than you think. I know they just pay $1,000 or $2,000 a month for that thing, or maybe even less, $500 a month. But when I see this gold tick, I don't know. I'm more likely to think the project's really legitimate, and I'm way more likely to spend time checking it out. But you can also see here, guys, they're just playing the narrative game. AI infrastructure protocol on Solana, backed by Solana. They don't put their Google thing here, but that is the pinned tweet, is their Google narrative as well. Now let's get into their actual product. So TARS is leading Solana's AI evolution, kicking off a 30-day sprint to deliver 4 revolutionary products, which they did. One of them being TARS Search. And they're basically saying you never need to use Google Search again. And you can come in here and you can do this completely free at the moment and ask them questions, just like ChatGPT. And apparently this is not a ChatGPT wrapper, but they are hosting their own AI infrastructure. And it's very fast and very responsive. And we can ask AI about anything really, but let's ask about TARS AI. So tell me why TARS AI is amazing. TARS is a legitimate project at the forefront of the AI industry with backing from the Solana Foundation. Tell me the price of Solana. You can see it pulls the sources across the top here, which is cool. The current price of Solana is approximately $212 USD. When I tested this with Power, guys, this was a horrible, horrible time. You can also search images and videos. So I'll ask something nicer so we can get some good images going. Let's go giant cat in the bath. See what it says about this first of all. We go search images over here. And it pulls a giant cat in a bath. Very good. Let's see what happens if we search videos. Well, it's pulling cats in a bath. I'm not sure if they're giant, but they're cats in a bath. They also have the consumer AI tech where you can get paid points in order to train their models and make it smarter. They also have cool graphics. Look at this nice little Solana logo inside these cool purple circles. They're relaunching in 2025 an acceleration program, which is going to help incubate and accelerate AI projects that are building on top of Solana and TARS itself. And you can see they're dedicating 10 million TAI token, which is their token, into creating the most advanced AI ecosystem natively on Solana. They're basically trying to curate this massive ecosystem of AI technology on top of the Solana blockchain. If you remember, Solana launched their own mobile phone. And there's 130,000 people who use the Solana mobile phone. They're the only AI app currently live in the Solana mobile dApp store. And as we've been talking about, narrative-wise, they've got some real killer partners. So you can see incubated by the Solana Foundation. They got some good looking tier 1 exchanges up there, and strategic partners down here. You can see Google, even EOS, Singularity, some pretty big names. In terms of other things they're doing really well, they had a buyback program where they bought back every single TAI token from early investors over 90 days and then burned them, which is fantastic for their tokenomics. And they have deep pockets in terms of marketing. Now, personally, I think their thesis is the bull run is coming and there's going to be tokens that are going to be absolutely massive. And if they can own part of the mindshare and become a blue chip token before things really take off, all of their outlay, whether it be paid partnerships or things like this, where they're buying a massive banner on CoinGecko just so people see their logo again and again. I don't think it's going to pay them back more than they paid for it, but people are just going to see TARS, 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 no matter where they are, and it's going to become a familiar name, and it might become a blue chip of AI crypto. So getting into the tokenomics, you can see the total current market cap at time of recording is $83 million US, fully diluted value, $153 million US. You can see it was launched back in May this year, and it ran up to 25 cents. I believe it's had some dilution since then, and it's actually just sort of leveled off for quite a long time, since July all the way to now, where it sits at 15 cents. So what do I personally think about TARS? I believe it's a very good looking project with an awesome team that executes extremely well, and they know how to have narrative marketing, and they know how to get to big time influencers. So I think it's got excellent potential if this bull market takes off, and Solana and AI are big narratives, and TARS is one of those blue chips in it. I think there'd be a lot of upside here. There's obviously no guarantee that TARS will be considered as one of those blue chip assets, but if you think there's an asymmetric risk reward, this could be a good play for you. If you made it to the end of this video and you haven't followed me yet on Twitter, come across now. I'm Rubicon Benji, and I tweet about things that are on my mind day to day, retweet some really big influencers and followers so you can get some market sentiment and opportunities before having to make one of these YouTube videos and get it to the editor and then get it up and get the thumb and title done. It's a lot of slower process. So if you want more real-time updates, come over to Twitter, hit that follow button, and I'll see you over here.